starting group for the Spurs. Manu and Jefferson on the wings. Duncan out there with Blair. And it's Parker in at point guard. And for the Celtics, Rondo, Allen, and Pierce for the perimeter. Kevin Garnett and Jermaine O'Neal at the 4 and 5.
Well, you talk about San Antonio Spurs franchise, guys. I mean, perhaps no better run organization in basketball, maybe even in all the sports, the culture of accountability, the work ethic, the winning from the front office down, ownership at the top starts it all. I mean, it's a group to be emulated in every way.
Now, here is O'Neal. Allen in the post. He's covered by Ginobili. Well said, Clark. The Spurs have done a great job of identifying players who fit in the system. Steve, you've been there with another team, Phoenix, identifying players, drafting, curing talent. You got to have great respect for their organization.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the most well-run organization in the NBA, Kevin. They even own their own D-League affiliate in Austin. They run it like a minor league team, so they're able to really kind of teach and mentor their young players and young coaches. A fantastic organization.
Now here's Ginobili. Jefferson with the 3. Parker is whistled for the loose ball foul. That's his first foul.
A bit reckless there, trying to get that rebound, and he gets the call for going over the top.
Hey, practically tackled him. I mean, he was draped all over him, Steve. That wasn't easy.
Richard Jefferson coming off of a year last season where he started out strong, but he really didn't keep up the pace. His consistency slipped as the season went on.
And now Doris Burke is up here for the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with Coach Josh Rivers. Staying patient and not getting too ahead of themselves on offense are the 2 big points Coach stressed to his team in the pregame. He believes that if they can do those things and commit to playing what he calls our game, they'll be able to break down the tough defense they're facing. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. So, Clark, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense we're facing.
It won't be easy, Kevin. I mean, they're going to have to take a few body shots before it's all said and done. It's going to be a battle.
Steve?
Yeah, I like that, Clark. Body shots. You can go inside early and try to pound them inside, and then play inside out at that point. But try to soften up that defense and make them move around a little.
After that production dip by Jefferson, around 15 points in November, down to 9 or 10 at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's hard to put my finger on exactly what happened there, but clearly the numbers do indicate there was a big drop-off, and it carried over into the playoffs as well. And the scoring really dropped in that series against the Grizzlies.
Good.
Simply said, it's going to take a much better effort than that, son, on a shooter like him.
O'Neal dishes to Garnett. Right through the knee for the lead. Here's Parker. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter of the game.
One thing about Pop is that he can be hard on his own players, but he gets their respect because he's equally hard on all of his players. And you can be the 12th man on the bench or Tim Duncan. If you mess up, he's going to let you know about it.
And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got his first points in this one. Garnett outside. Allen outside. He's covered by Ginobili. O'Neal. He's guarded by Blair. That's good. I think, Steve, this is something that all coaches can mimic of Pop, the way he was hard on player 1 through 12, and certainly has his favorites, some guys he's had around, but I think he treats them all like him. I think they appreciate it. His lines of communication are amongst the best in the NBA.
Yeah, he's got a great sense of humor. He can be very pointed and serious, but also very funny. And he knows when to be light and when to be really hard on his players. So I think they have a good understanding that he cares about them and they want to be coached and they really accept whatever he brings on that day.
Some changes for Boston. Kristich comes in for Jermaine O'Neal, and Glenn Davis subbed in for Kevin Garnett. And a switcher also for San Antonio. Gary Neal's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Here's Neal. He feeds it to Parker. He's picked up by Rondo.
At this point, really, I mean, Parker has become the extension of Greg Popovich on the floor, along with Tim Duncan. They both are capable of running the show. They do it in different ways, though.
Well, Clark, going back to what you said about Popovich and Parker, and I do think that they're on a very even keel right now. Steve, that's a very important relationship, isn't it? Point guard and head coach.
Yeah, it sure is. And, I was there when Tony Parker and Pop were butting heads in San Antonio. That was at the end of my career. I think it was great for Tony to have a coach who really banged on him hard and forced him to work and to understand the NBA. And I think Pop really helped Parker become an elite player.
Well, you look at the Spurs and you wonder how have they been so dominant these years. And it helps when you get a guy like Tony Parker with the 28th pick in the draft, a guy who's been an all-star for the team.
They get a switch here with the Celtics. West is checked in. Allen for three. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Neal, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
I'll tell you what, they were in full attack mode there on that fast break.
I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they got right after it.
Mark, you mentioned Parker's draft. He did fly under the radar, but that San Antonio team, Steve, once again, uncovering a gem.
Well, not a lot of guards have found success since coming over from Europe. They're more big men if you look at history. But Parker really was one of the few exceptions. I mean, he came over here and he immediately started for the Spurs and has been an all-star caliber player ever since.
No good from Duncan. Celtics leading by 4. Here's the pass to West. From deep. Gets it to go. West just got himself on the board with 3 there.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yep, that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Goes up from the top of the key. No luck. So Boston will take it the other way. Here's the break. Allen kicks to Pierce. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Spurs trail by 9. Outside Jefferson. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Jefferson's got 6 points. The kick out to Pierce. Defended by Jefferson. Kristich dishes to Allen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Parker. Over Allen. Parker with another miss. Here comes West. The 3. No luck. No scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up by 6.
And a good start to this club. I like the way they played together. Really moved the